This is KHQ Local News Today, right now.
All right, taking a look at pictures of construction on the West Plains. Dave, you there?
I am, Sean. Good morning. Yeah, headed out on Highway 2, just about a couple minutes away from Northern Quest Casino. We see a live shot right now, I understand, from Patrick Erickson, who's arrived at the scene of the construction site for the new hotel tower at Northern Quest Casino. We'll say how many rooms and what it's going to do for the tribe, Kalispell Tribe of Indians, and how many jobs it's going to bring to the Spokane area, and talk about some of the features of this new hotel, Sean.
All right, we like hearing jobs coming to the area, certainly in these economic times. Thanks, Dave. We'll check back with you live in just a few minutes. Take a look at this. Dave always looks official, but he really looks official right now. He's behind me here in the plasma, and he even has Dave on his vest, Dave on his... There must be another guy named Dave out there.
Yeah, there has to be. There's no way they would make a personalized helmet for me, but yeah, required safety gear out here on the construction site of the new hotel at Northern Quest Casino. We'll be talking about that in just a little bit at the bottom of the hour. But Sean, I think this is the first time we've done the birthday segment with a hard hat on. It can be a tough segment, right?
It's a good look for you, Dave. All right, how about we do birthdays?
Let's launch it right now.
Dave, we got to get you a tool belt.
Yeah, I think that's the next thing. I'll run that by the construction crew here. I don't know if they're trusting me with it, but we'll find out. All
right, we're back in a minute. We'll be live with Dave out at Northern Quest. Now to my co-anchor Dave Cotton at Northern Quest Casino talking about major expansion.
Indeed, Sean, and for folks, when you're driving out on Hayford Road towards Northern Quest Casino, if you haven't been out here in a while, it is striking the view of this new 10-story, 250-room hotel to be completed around New Year's Eve, and it's going to bring about 400 new jobs to the area. And joining us this morning is one of the project managers, Bill Grubich with Hill International, as well as Kent Caputo, Chief Operating Officer with the Kalispell Tribe of Indians. Kent, let's start with you. What were you hoping to achieve by expanding here? What are you trying to go for?
I think the real goal is to take Northern Quest from being more of a local, more gaming-oriented property to a regional destination, to start having a wider variety of hospitality offerings for people to enjoy.
And we talk about jobs. We mentioned about 400 new jobs. When will those jobs come open? Will it be immediately right around New Year's Eve that time, or what are you seeing?
Yeah, I think we're seeing a slow roll into some of the jobs now as we go through the last phases of planning and pre-operational work, and then as we roll closer to New Year's Eve, you'll see those jobs really coming online full bore.
All right, Kent, well, we'll look forward to that. And we also mentioned that about 400 construction jobs being really brought into account here for this project, and about 2/3 of them were hired here in Spokane. And Bill Grubich, let's talk a little bit about this project. Is it first of all on schedule for a New Year's Eve construction so far?
Oh, absolutely. It's we have no choice there. That was the commitment, and that's the commitment that's going to be kept. So, yeah, we'll be renting rooms for New Year's Eve here at the new hotel.
All right, you heard it here first. A big promise right there. Now, Bill, let's talk about, as you work on projects, something probably always stands out to you in terms of a feature that people are really going to enjoy. What are you seeing with this project specifically?
Actually, there's two things, Dave. One is the way that the owner pays attention here. It's been a joy working here because of that issue. But the other, and probably more important to the owner, is the quality that's being put into this building. This is a 4-star, 4-diamond facility. People will really be amazed when they come in here for the first time at just the level of quality, not only in the entrance but also in the individual guest rooms.
And that will be on New Year's Eve, huh?
You got it. Count on it.
All right, Bill. Thanks a lot. And photographer Patrick Erickson and I were out here last week talking to some of the designers of the project, and Patrick and I can both tell you that last week this walkway was just getting underway in terms of the structure being put up, and now they're adding some of the walling to this walkway to the casino. So, Sean, it's going to be quite an impressive facility after the addition.
And Dave, when you walk through that site there, we really get an idea of just how large a project this is and just how big this hotel will end up being.
It certainly is, and like I mentioned at the top, it really, the tower really towers over the casino, so you add that to the parking expansion that took place earlier this year, and the casino itself, and the expansion with some of the other things that have been happening inside the casino, and it really is, as Kent mentioned, getting to be a regional destination, and most importantly, bringing hundreds of jobs to our area.
All right, Dave, hang tight. We have a story that is right up your alley coming up in just a few minutes. We'll bring you back in for that.
Welcome back to KHQ Local News Today. I'm Dave Cotton. We are live at the construction site of the new hotel at Northern Quest Casino, set for completion on New Year's Eve of this year. And joining us right now to talk a little bit about the jobs coming to the area, Brandon Haugen, project manager for Kalispell Economic Authority. Brandon, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks, Dave.
Tell us real quickly, we talked about 400 jobs for this hotel once it opens. If somebody is interested in actually pursuing one of those jobs, what would they do?
If somebody is interested in pursuing a job with the hotel, the first thing I would have them do is call the number at 242-7000, get a hold of the Human Resource Department, and see what jobs are available.
And you, as a member of the Kalispell tribe, must be especially proud of what's happening out here.
Oh, most definitely. I'm definitely proud of what's going on. This project means a lot more for the Kalispell tribe and the local community. Continues to provide funding for welfare, education, and all sorts of various things throughout the community.
All right, Brandon, and folks, I actually had a chance to talk to some of the members of the design team who happened to be in town last week, and here's what one of the gentlemen said in coming up with the design for the hotel and how they arrived at that.
I think it really started with the Kalispell tribe and their vision of what they wanted this project to be, and it's not just an expansion for the functional aspects of casino and hotel, but it really is going to be a reflection of them as a tribe, and they're very sensitive to that. And I think that was a challenge to the design team to live up to that. So first and foremost, it was understanding what they wanted to represent to the community as what the tribe is about. And then secondly, it was how to bring influences from their history and culture in a subtle and sophisticated way into the project.
And it's interesting, some of those members of the design team actually traveled to the Kalispell Indian Reservation to kind of get a feel for what should go into the design for this hotel. And what struck them is the woodlands, the grasslands, and the river's edge up there. And so that's all implemented into the design here. Coming up in about 5 minutes for a quick cast, we're going to make an attempt to go up the construction elevator, which hopefully Patrick can see off to my right, that metallic structure. And so we're going to try to get up there and say a final goodbye from the top of the hotel out here at Northern Quest Casino. You're watching KHQ Channel 6, local news today on a glorious Thursday morning.
Back out to the West Plains and my co-anchor Dave Cotton. Where is he? Look up above you.
And Leslie and everybody at home, we are now atop the brand new hotel out of Northern Quest Casino. About half completed. It'll be 250 rooms, about 275,000 square feet, and all kinds of amenities, including a 10,000 square foot spa, 5,000 square feet of meeting space, an upscale restaurant, a gift shop. And when it's done, the hotel will employ about 400 people, and this is the first of hopefully 2 hotel towers to be built. The Kalispell tribe and the Northern Quest Casino folks would like to do 2. There'll be another addition built to the northwest of this particular site. But it's quite a facility, and we're being promised by the gentleman here that we're looking at a New Year's Eve completion. Yeah. All right. Well, very good, gentlemen.
There you have it. Dave's waving goodbye from Northern Quest this morning. And take a live look there. A lot happening there.